Well, we are officially down to the last episode of The Ones Who Live. I'm very sad that next week we're not going to be able to tune into a new episode, but I'm also excited for the finale. I'm going to get into some predictions and wants and fears I have, but I'm going to talk about episode 5 first. I have to admit my last prediction was like wildly off. I thought we would see Silas from World Beyond in the last episode, but it ended up being fucking Gabriel. I was so shocked to see Gabriel's face. I jumped, I paused it. I was like, if I had 10 guesses, none of them would have been Gabriel. But then I remembered that Gabriel and Jadis had their little fling back in the day. I kind of assumed it wasn't that deep though, and surely he forgot about it once he got with Rosita, because like, come on. But apparently not. I guess his heart was still stuck on Jadis, but I mean, their connection was pretty sweet though. He brought the good side out of her in the end. He also gave her that ring, and she gave it to Rick to propose to Michonne, and then Rick did propose to Michonne, and that was a really good scene. And she told Rick and Michonne where the information about Alexandria and Hilltop was so they could go get it and then go home. So all of this really, it actually made her death pretty sad. When they showed the paintings of Glenn and the other characters, I shed a tear. But now Rick and Michonne are headed back to the CRM to get the dossier and the echelon briefing and then head home, but I don't think it's going to be that simple, sadly. I just think Beale or Thorne are going to see through it, and then they're going to capture Rick and Michonne, and then season 2, they're going to have to escape or something, if there is a season 2, but I think there will be. And the most tragic theory would be Rick or Michonne dying, which I see some people think that might happen. I think if one of them does die, it'll be Michonne, and it'll be a callback to episode 4 where Rick said, like, I can't lose you, without you I die. But if she does die, I think it'll be something like, as she's dying, she'll make Rick promise to go back to Judith and RJ and stop the CRM and save the world, and that'll keep them going. Plus, they'd still be able to say, like, we gave you the Rick and Michonne reunion, we gave you the proposal, the whole beautiful love story and its conclusion. Plus, Rick would still be alive, so he'd still be able to go home and reunite with Judith and meet RJ and reunite with Daryl and everybody. But I don't think either of them will die, because, like, we need the happy ending, all of them together. That's what we want to see. Plus, the show is called The Ones Who Live. Like, come on. But my final prediction for the finale is that Rick and Michonne will get captured by the CRM, and Beale and Thorne will be the main villains for season 2. I also think that season 2 will merge with World Beyond, and Portland will be a whole thing. Or maybe there won't be a season 2, and they'll just make it back in the finale, and then that'll lead right into the scene with Carol on the radio talking to Daryl, where it was really staticky, but I think she said they're back, and then that would lead incredibly into the Carol show, and I think that would be awesome. But let me know what y'all think will happen in the comments.